Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Women's Intuition. It's your girl Taylor.
It's me, Francois.
Fuck. Okay.
It's
And it's about to be one of them episodes, as y'all can see.
a 24th episode.
Yes.
That's 12 twice. I almost said 3 times.
Yeah, that's 12 twice.
Wow.
I think that the people know that, right? Comment below if y'all knew that.
But fuck 12. Okay, bitch, how you feeling? It look like you feeling good.
I'm good. I'm feeling good. This week has been very long and stressful, but I'm good. I'm here. We made it. How about you?
Okay, damn. It's only Wednesday, so this week isn't too bad for me yet. But last week was tough, girl. Like, and it was work. It was work. Work was stressing me out so bad. And usually work don't stress me out that much. Usually I leave work at work. But work was really stressing me out for like a full week. So I'm glad I made it through that.
Okay.
And I made it here. What else? My period's here. It was a little late. No, for real. Clap it up. Clap it up. Can I get some sirens?
Need those.
Clap it up. Because it was late by a few days. But you know what it is?
That's scurry. That's some scurry shit.
But also I wasn't fucking. That's funny. Cindy, that's some scary shit, Cindy. Yeah, but I haven't been fucking, so I wasn't that worried. But girl, I synced up with the eclipse. You know,
Okay.
You know how we do. Me and Mother Nature. She was like, you know, and a few other people have too. So I'm trying to start a coven.
Okay.
So if you have any room for extracurricular, let me if you want to join. Okay. So other than that, that's what's going on in my life.
Okay. Did you have a good weekend?
Girl, my weekend was so chill, and I purposely did that. I didn't have any plans. I didn't do anything. So yeah, my weekend was very chill. What about you?
My weekend was chill, but I was in the streets. Saturday we went out for drinks, and then I went to a comedy show. I feel like she's a, podcaster, comedian. I love Black excellence.
Shout out to Mel.
Yes, I went to go support Mel. Y'all know her probably. I'm sure y'all do. Mel Mitchell.
All the
Harry Potter
teacher stuff.
Super funny.
The black student at Twilight.
Yes.
That kind of,
Yes. So that was good. And Sunday, I really just chilled. I went out to Grindhouse. Had me some Grindhouse. I've been craving Grindhouse.
I've had Grindhouse in a minute.
It's been like 7 months.
You still getting the veggie the Impossible?
Of course.
That's all. I've never tried a regular one.
That's all we get. Yeah, that was it. That was pretty much my weekend.
That's what's up. So let me look at my phone to see what's next.
Yeah.
What we got? Oh, okay. So I have a warm up for us. Okay, we did this or that last week.
Not a warm up.
And y'all know I love a little icebreaker. So it's gonna be a quick one, but I want to know: would you rather? I guess it's still a would you rather. And this is a viral question, guys. Okay, Twitter has been asking this question. It's a joke, but I want to know what you think.
Okay.
Would you rather a gay son or a thought daughter?
A gay son.
Okay, I love that. You know, that answer, the reason it's so viral is that used to be like a hard question for people in the Black community. I feel like people were very embarrassed of gay son, no, but I don't know. I think I could do a thought daughter. I want a daughter, period.
Yeah.
So I think I could do a thought daughter. Why wouldn't you pick a thought daughter?
I feel like we know what thought means, and having a thought daughter just doesn't align with who I want to, raise my child to be.
Okay.
So I feel
Gay
like
does though.
Gay is okay. If that's who you are, that I feel like who you like has nothing to do with your morals or how good of parents you had. I just think that's okay. I like this group of people.
Look, you're gonna get a gay son, and he gonna be a thought too, because the boy gays. They are risque.
But that wasn't the question. It was gay or thought daughter.
Okay.
So I would definitely prefer a gay son.
I could do both. You know why I don't want a gay son? It's only because I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, she made him that way on purpose because she hates niggas. I think niggas gonna act like it's my fault that my son's gay, and I'm gonna love him regardless. I'm telling you, I will have an autistic son. I don't care.
And I just don't see my son, and this is no offense, no shade. I don't see my son being
flamboyant.
Yes, I could see my son like still liking sports, like still like masculine,
well-rounded gay, yeah.
Right. But just, you prefer men, and that's okay. Like I love you for who you are. So yeah,
I'm fucking with it. Look, I'll take the thought daughter. I want a daughter so bad, God, so she has to be a thought. I'll take her. Like, honestly, I was a little bit of a thought. I mean, not no more than your average thought, but like, you be a little fast as a kid as you're growing up and learning things. And I think I turned out okay, Okay, so let me throw this in there. What about a thug son? Would you over either of those? Would you take a thug son over the gay son?
I would still prefer the gay son.
Yeah.
Even though the gay son could be a thug, too.
I would take a gay thug thought if I had to.
I mean, however my kid comes out, I'm going to love them for who they are. But if I had to choose, I would prefer a gay son.
So you doing gay and then thought, then thug? Or you putting thug over the
gay, thug, thought.
Damn. Yeah. Look, a thug son could bring a lot of problems now.
I mean, but just because you a thug don't mean you a murderer.
Bonded,
or like...
It don't got, but just getting in trouble with the law. You gonna be stressing about your son. Grandma gonna be praying a lot over her little baby.
Than like you got 30 kids and
he's still gonna have 30 kids.
Not all the time. Some thugs ain't got no kids.
Girl, to be honest, the thug and the thugs be thoughts.
I know thugs with no kids.
They be thoughts though. You might get a.
They might be thoughts. It just depends. I'd probably rather that than like my daughter just die.
Okay.
No offense to the thoughts.
None taken.
All right. Speaking of thoughts. Well, not exactly.
I'm like, what are your thoughts on?
The opposite of thoughts. So I was reading something the other day. It was like a post. Somebody made like a little post about virgins. And how do you feel about dating a virgin? Could you do it?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
No, I couldn't do it.
Maybe if he's like everything but.
Everything's there, but he's a virgin.
Yeah, so he's done everything. I knew a lot of girls in high schools who were everything, but even butt stuff, or head. I know sex is sex, but as far as vaginal and penile penetration, they'll do everything, but they'll even get fingered. They just haven't had sex with a penis. So I mean, I could see that.
Okay,
is it because it's small? So I'm like, if it's still big and he cute and he cool as fuck, I mean, I could have fun with him. I mean, it might be less stress because you got less bitches still stigmatized by him. So it's like
that's true.
Okay,
that's true.
I don't know, and he must not be on social media or something either. Because how the fuck you still a virgin?
Or maybe he just waiting for the right person.
Oh, see, now if that's the problem.
What else would be it? Like you saving yourself? What
if he's waiting for the right person? I would think that sometimes that's like a religious thing,
right? Exactly.
And if you're trying to make it that special, then I probably wouldn't advise doing it with me.
But what would be another situation where you like, okay, I could deal with while you're still a virgin?
If there's no huge reason as far as like religion, if it's not like because of like for religious reasons you want to like wait until I don't know.
I'm like, what?
Because I would feel pressured to be
that person.
Yeah, even if maybe gradually I could become that person, but from the jump, knowing that this is his first because he's waiting for the right. I don't know. Now I could see if maybe it just hadn't come up before. I don't.
I think it depends on.
Well, what would you do?
First of all, it depends on age. Like I feel like if I met you at 20, it's not as big of a deal if I met you at 40. Like if you're 40 and you're a virgin, like I feel like that's kind of like why
he's weird.
Yeah,
he's probably a serial killer.
Or that's like the same as like why you never been in a relationship. Like are you not a people's person? Like,
and you know how they say sometimes women like men who get bitches because they get bitches. Like I'm be like.
You don't get bitches.
You ain't never got no
bitches?
Like, never?
Yeah. I don't know if I can do
wrong,
it.
But I think that's a red flag.
Yeah. I think it's like a social thing for sure. It's just like a whole... And I don't want to be that person to teach you. Like, I just don't. I just don't want to be that person. I'm going to feel like I'm violating you in a way.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Put it in... Like... All right, now you have to like grind. Like I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it either.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
All right.
No offense to the virgins. That's what's up.
You're the best version of you.
Yeah.
You get it? Because virgin?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go into another topic. I want to talk about our single asses. Okay. So I want to talk about what made you single. What was the act that brought you in this singlehood this last time? Okay. And then why do you think you've been single for so long now? Like, what the fuck are you waiting on? How long ago was just give me some tea.
Okay. Mine was infidelity.
Okay. Niggas ain't shit. Oh, or was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
it was shit. Infidelity. Okay. And y'all know how I feel about that. So
zero tolerance policy.
Zero tolerance. I tried to like act like I was gonna ignore it, you know.
You did?
Like, not ignore what happened, but as far as like
you thought you could work
right. Like I'm like, okay, let me ignore or just like kind of try to forgive this person and continue to move on. You know, especially when you put in years of time. So it's like, I mean, why start over?
Okay.
So I did try and it just wasn't hitting on shit.
How long ago was this?
Maybe like 6 years ago.
So you have been single for 5 to 6 years.
Yes.
So what's the reason? Have you come close?
Well, before that relationship, I was kind of always in relationships. So I feel like from high school to college, I've always been like in long-term relationships. So after that situation happened, I kind of was in like I'm protecting my heart type of thing. Okay. And I was at the age where I'm like, okay, like, let me see what it's like to be on my own. You know, like, let me just see what I want.
Was it
like,
lit? Was it lit outside?
It was lit, but not outside. Like, I've never been the type like, oh, let me have like a thought stage. You know, like, it was more so, I feel like my single life has been like 30% guy, 70% me.
Okay.
You know, like, my journey wasn't like, let me try to find a nigga. Like, let me try to get into what's my next relationship. It was always like, how can I better myself? You know, like doing things that like I like to do, I love, or just like, shit. Or just like, you know, seeing what I want in a man, you know, or just who do I align with best? You know, like, what are your morals? What are my morals? What do I believe in? And so I feel like that's been like my single journey.
Okay. And you've been doing that for 5 years?
Yeah. I would say like 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Yeah. Are you still deep in that? You ready to come out of that?
No, I feel like I'm always going to be deep in this.
Okay.
Like, I feel like I'm always trying to like better myself day by day. You know, I feel like even when I get into my next relationship, I want somebody to work with me as I'm still bettering myself. You know, so that's always going to be a journey for me. Okay. And I'm glad I found that journey for me. So, yeah. What about you?
Okay, so
why are you single?
I became single because we kept being on and off, so I can't remember what it was the final time, but I do remember a conversation where he like yelled at me and told me to go die. So I think that was a big snap. And then, you know, I had an incident where, you know, his reaction to that. Just him being a dickhead. Okay. So that's why that last relationship didn't work out. And that was like 2021. So maybe like 3 years. And then I would say I've been single for so long. Okay. So like, I kind of like, I went through a stage. I dated a couple people that I like met offline and stuff like that. But like the dates weren't good. Like one nigga, he showed up to the date without a haircut. And I was like, okay. Like I was disgusted by that. Also, the one guy, remember I said I went and met up with this one guy and we smoked and I fell and I hurt my back real bad?
I remember that.
So after I fell like that, I never heard from him again.
I remember that.
So I guess that one was my fault. And then, you know, the sex club guy, when I fell in love with him at the sex club and then we linked up the next day and it wasn't the same.
Hitting on nothing.
So those were the 3 new men that I tried to do something with. After that, I just went back to my recyclables. You know, I went back to my old faithfuls who it's never worked out with before, but we're still friends, girl. And now that I've cut them off, bitch, I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just nervous to meet somebody new.
Yeah, it's always a nervousness. I feel like even us, like having situationships for like years, you know? And I think when it goes back to why I'm single, like I feel like I purposely put myself in situations where the men I'm dating, they're not emotionally available, you know? And I feel like I could easily get myself out of these situations.
That's
I'm
true.
just...
I think that's also
you
why
know,
it's so,
like,
yeah. It's like a safety net.
Yeah.
And I like what I like. And I've been on bad dates and I don't want to, I don't know. Like that first date is always tough for me.
Yeah.
Because that's why I be like, let's meet up for drinks. And then we can have a couple drinks and somebody can make them an excuse if they have to go versus having to sit down at a dinner and 10 minutes in, I know I'm not vibing with this nigga, but now I got to sit here for like an hour and a half because I'm committed. I'm not the type of bitch to be like, I'm going to the bathroom and leaving. You know, I be feeling like I just got to see it through sometimes. Yeah, I'm not that bold. To see it through, my boy. You know, like, so I don't know. So I'm at the stage where I'm trying, bitch. I'm trying. So we'll see. But it's scary out here.
Yeah, no, it's very scary. And I feel like I've always said, like, when I'm really, really, like, ready for a relationship, which is, like, kind of now I got to, like, be in a position where I start, like, cutting people off because it's, like, okay. You know, like now, like this is, I feel like I'm in a space now where if I'm meeting somebody, I'm kind of like, okay, what are your intentions? I'm not that, like, I usually am not that type of person. Like, I'm usually more of a, like, just go with the flow, like, naturally vibe it out. But now when you kind of looking for something serious, you kind of like, okay, what's your intentions? Okay.
And it feels so forced when you do that.
And you know what? And that's why even now I'm like, am I really going to be like that? Because I'm the type, like, yes, I do get intentionally dating. And I feel like you kind of want to know where somebody's mindset is, right? But also, let's be real, like, I could meet you and maybe I'm not in the space to date, but maybe as more if I get to know you and, like, we hang out and I'm like, okay, like, you do seem like the type of person I could see myself in a relationship with. Because honestly, sometimes somebody might be like, what are your intentions? Do you want a relationship? And it's like, really? Yes or no? Like, I don't know. It depends on how we vibe.
That'd be my thing. I never say what I want as far as relationship. I always say I'm looking for somebody that I, you know, like we talked about the whole baby thing maybe last week or a couple weeks ago. Like, right now, no, I'm not ready, but I can meet a nigga tomorrow, and after dating him for some months,
he can make you ready.
I might be like, damn, I want to give this nigga a baby. It's not about I just want to have a baby. I don't just want to have any old baby. I want to meet somebody and be like, damn, I want to give you this gift. Like, I want to make this baby with you. Like, I want you to be in my baby
because you're such a dope ass person.
Yeah, like I want this baby to be a mixture of both of us. I'm not just trying to with
just any old body.
I'm not, you know, no offense, but like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the go with the flow personality in me. So
and you want it to be flowing, right? You know, so it's like, I don't want a nigga to act a certain type of way because he knows that I'm looking for
something more serious.
You know, I want it to develop, but then you do that and you get stuck into this not serious place
because it's like y'all ain't really. You ain't put no pressure on him or you ain't bring the situation up. But you know me too. I'm always the type like, it don't matter how long of a situation y'all are in or it don't matter how like serious you might think it's not. I feel like if a nigga wants you, he gonna want you, you know, and he gonna apply that pressure too. So sometimes I feel like a conversation don't really even be needed. It's like, if that nigga wants you, you gonna feel that shit. And I always say that.
Oh, that nigga didn't want me.
Damn.
Man, that's wild. Okay, but what's even wilder is that I'm taking over the next motherfucking segment, y'all. Okay? So put your motherfucking hands together for Wild or Wild Night.
Wild or Wild Night. Wild or Wild Night.
Hey, Doodle Brown. I don't know what dance the Doodle Brown is.
I don't either.
I feel like is that the Tootsie Roll?
That's the Tootsie Roll or Butterfly.
I don't fucking know. Okay, my mama would be embarrassed of me right now. Okay, so Wild or Wild Not, Tay. Don't nothing piss me off like a match your energy asshole. Because they don't never match the pay for your own food energy. Just the talk to 100 niggas energy because you talk to other women energy. Wild or wild not?
You know what? That's not wild. Bitches don't be wanting to pay for no meal, bro. They don't give a fuck how much money you spend. I mean, not me specifically, because I'll pay for a date. But let me just say Twitter bitches or like social media bitches. Okay. Them bitches do not be wanting to pay for shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. That shit is not wild.
I want to say wild because why the fuck you calling us out on this? Because, you know, I feel like it's give or take.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, remember when you was like, niggas are allowed to cheat, but women are allowed to lick a little coochie and not be labeled gay for forever, right? So it's one of those give or take things. Like, okay, like, we don't be matching energy all the time, but like, y'all don't have to carry babies. Like, I don't know. It's a give or take.
But I mean, in all honesty, as soon as a bitch find out this nigga talking to another bitch, it's like,
oh, that's what we doing?
Okay, bet. Let me hit this nigga up.
But look, like I told you, I paid for a haircut recently. So I did my offering for the month, bitch. So I ain't one of them bitches. Right? But, I mean, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Like, what do we be mad? I don't know. This makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why I picked it, but I was like, I mean, he was kind of spitting.
He was spitting.
But like, yeah, still I'm still guilty of that, and I'm gonna continue to be guilty of that because you talking to other bitches? Well, I'm talking to other niggas. Yeah. Like, so.
And I feel it. I feel it. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at it. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I see it. He right.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's all I'm saying.
And I'll pay for a date here or there, but niggas be getting wild. They be like, not no first date type shit. Like she didn't reach for her wallet on the first date, so I know she just want me for my money. Have some decor. It's the first date, nigga. Yeah. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Broke ass, bum ass, don't know how to fucking take a bitch on a date. Some
traditions need to stand. Do first impressions not matter?
Gender roles are a thing. Okay, like I'm sorry.
And we bend them sometimes. We do. Like I've bent them. You've bent them in places, or not taking out the trash, but like you've bent them in certain places.
Let that trash shit go.
But like, nigga, the first date, like, let's be real. I'm not reaching for my wallet on the first date, and if that makes me a gold digger, then like, okay.
And honestly, even if a woman asks you out on a date, I feel like you should still kind of offer to pay. That's just me. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I do be like, I've offered to take niggas on a date, and they reach for their wallet, like, so that do be sexy.
I feel like if a nigga don't reach, he don't like you.
That's true. Yeah, no,
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. If he don't reach, he don't like you.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I feel like it's the thought of it that's supposed to count.
Exactly.
He like, damn, just knowing you would have did this for me, babe.
I feel bad that you like, you know what?
I got you.
Exactly.
Look, I'm gonna buy a shot. Even when we go out, right? I'll be like, let me just buy a couple shots
something.
First.
Even if you paying for the whole meal, I'm gonna get us a round of shots or an appetizer. I'm gonna pay for parking. Like, I'm gonna make it worth their while.
Yeah.
But I'm not, we not doing the whole 9.
Yeah.
Unless,
If you don't reach for your wallet, I'm not swallowing. So, have you ever been swallowed? Ever been swallowed? No, because you're not reaching for your wallet, nigga. Reach for your wallet and you'll get swallowed.
And see what happens. Try that next time, you broke ass nigga.
All right.
Just act like you're reaching for the wallet and just see what happens.
DJ Tay, drop the track.
Okay, next topic. Mixing friend groups. How do you feel about that?
Groups. Mixing friend groups. I love the idea of it, but I just see where I've seen it play out bad. So I'm very wary to do it. I'll do it sometimes, but I'm very wary.
You do be wary because we don't know none of your other friends.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. If you can't, yeah.
Tell y'all be the main ones. I just want it to just be us. Y'all
for little events, but I'm if it's personal, if we go into their house, why would I bring my other friends? Like those events, if we're at somebody's house or we're doing like if it's somebody else's birthday, no. But if it's like I'm having a big party, yes, like I'm bringing all of my close friends.
Well,
like,
a big party, definitely. Like I would, yeah.
What other time though? Because I feel like I have intimate times with my other friends. Like, I mean, that's like having siblings. Like sometimes me and my siblings don't all hang out together. Like certain times we do.
I feel like you definitely bring people together for big parties, but like just hanging out, I don't think you be bringing people.
But because we hang out at like friends' homes, like I feel like that's kind of
your friendship groups still aren't mixing then like that, except for the big events.
But I feel like even then people don't mix friend groups. Like they have like their birthday, like they might go out of town with their other friend group, or like they might have a small dinner like with a inner circle, and then they might like go out with their other friend group for their birthday. All y'all bitches coming together at once, like, or even if I have something like. If I'm just celebrating something, like I'm mixing my friend groups, like for sure. I need to just make sure I don't even care. If y'all don't vibe, y'all don't vibe, but y'all all gonna be in the same room.
See, that's what gets me anxious. People not vibing. Like, and y'all be my main priority. So there's certain bitches that I hang out with where I'm like, yeah, my friends aren't gonna like you. Like, they're not gonna be mean to you, but they're not gonna be nice to you. Like, they not gonna like, you know what I mean? I could come around really anybody, like, and just kind of like fit in a little bit and like be like, yeah, like, I can really put on a face. Like, my friends, like, y'all do that when y'all want to, but if y'all not feeling somebody vibe, y'all
you gonna see it. You gonna feel it.
Yeah,
like, for sure.
Yeah. And I don't need nobody getting drunk and being like, oh, them bitches acting funny, or y'all thinking she acted like, I'd be nervous, man. I'd be nervous. And sometimes, you know, I be trying, like, even like, I don't know. I used to try to bring my one homegirl around, but she just never used to show up.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
That I kind of like, I used to try. Like, she just wasn't really showing up like that. I mean. And you remember I brought my homegirl to college one time, and y'all was not fucking with her vibe. And she was doing a lot.
Who? Oh,
yeah.
She was doing too fucking
See?
much.
And I'm like, you know what? I can hang with her one-on-one. But I was like, around people, like, I wasn't even sure why she was acting like that. Sometimes you don't know how your other friends even go act when they get around other people and you like, So I'd be nervous.
Yeah, I feel the nervousness. But you know what? Like, I feel like all my friends, like, very confident. Like, I feel like it's if we're all in a room, I'm like, I don't got to worry about them. You know, like, I know they can hold their own.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't really mind, like, bringing my friends around each other. You know, I feel like even though, you know, things have happened, but even bringing you into my friend group, you know, like, that was the thing. Even, like, our old main circle and then, like, our other those are my friend groups, you know, that I combined. So it was like, not saying I was a middleman, but I was. Like, if it wasn't for me knowing everybody, we wouldn't have all hung out together. So I definitely bring, like, my friend groups together for sure. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like,
I guess I was thinking, because you be having, like, friends at work and, like, I see them on your birthdays, but that's, like, you know.
And that's why I'm like, I can't bring all my friends around at once. And then you
got, like, your kick-off. I know you got different groups. You got you brought me around them, like a time or two, but you never brought, like, one or two of them around.
And I wouldn't consider I love y'all. But like, y'all, we are locked in, like, with my friends. Like, I don't, like, definitely close associates, I would consider them. But like, friends, I wouldn't say friends, you know, so that's a totally different ball game. But I mean, even my coworkers, like, you saw them on my birthday, or like if I was to have like another special event. But when we just be chilling at like Nay house, or when we used to be at like Ty house, I feel like that's intimate. Like, that's their space. So I'm not about to bring my friends to their space, you know?
That's true.
So yeah, but I like mixing friend groups. You could really see personalities, you know, like the dominated personalities really like overpower.
You know what? This is going to sound really one-sided, but I love meeting my friends' other friends. I think I do great when it comes to introducing my friends to other friends. I don't like that responsibility, because you're right. Like, our friends can hold their own, but I be taking on shit. Maybe I am an empath. Maybe I'm one of them bitches who be like, I'm an empath because I just be feeling other people.
Like, you are an empath. I feel like,
but I've never wanted to say that because it sounds very dickheady to be like, oh, I'm an empath. But you know, I lose sleep.
You be stressed,
bruh, so bad. So
I think it might have gotten better. I don't know, but like, you used to be bad. Like, you used to be like, hey, like, I was worried that you would, and I'm like, girl, I'm not even stressed. Like, what?
I'm the person, if I bring my friend around, I'm gonna keep. You good?
Yeah.
You keep checking in with people.
Yeah, you like, definitely an empath for sure.
So it's a lot of responsibility. It feels like on my shoulders. But like, I be doing great with other people's friends. I think I usually get a little pep talk in the beginning, like, okay, this ain't the group to be saying wild stuff with.
For sure. I'll be like, legs, hold the jokes.
Okay, like, don't try to be funny, legs. I'm telling you this. Don't be funny.
Laugh.
I'll be like, oh, she got her for real voice on. Okay, I'm not gonna bring it up. I'll just be sitting there knowing some tea. Okay, girl. So I want to talk about conflict styles. Okay. So there's 3 different types that I want to talk about. That's going to be the avoider, the projector, and the deflector. Now, do you think I should go ahead and read out these, or do you want to say what you think you are first?
I'm for sure a
avoider, projector, or deflector? Avoider.
I'm an avoider for sure.
Which one do you think I am?
It was avoider, projector, and what else?
Deflector.
You definitely deflect.
I think I'm a projector. Damn.
Projector?
Yeah. Like,
really?
I think it's really like, especially with the feelings thing, like if I'm I always think somebody's upset with me and maybe it's because I feel upset about something, or I'm assuming because I'm worried about something that this other person must be acting in a way because they're upset about something.
Like a cheater that's accusing you of cheating.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let me read the one for avoider first, actually.
Okay.
Or we can do projector first, I guess. So let's do projector first. I'll just go first. Okay. So a projector tends to attribute their own feelings, desires, or thoughts onto others. Okay. So they might accuse someone else of feeling envious or angry when in fact they're the one experiencing these emotions. This defense mechanism can serve to protect the projector from direct confrontation with their own feelings. So I definitely think I have an issue with that.
Okay.
As far as avoider, so the avoiders tend to steer clear of conflict, difficult conversations, or emotionally charged situations. I see you. You feel.
Yeah.
Okay. They might ignore problems, hoping that they resolve their own, or actively remove themselves from situations that they find uncomfortable. Yeah. You're a laugher too. Like,
for sure. If I'm uncomfortable,
this bitch will warn you. I know we're about to have a serious conversation, so if I laugh, I don't think anything's funny. Yes. I'm just very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Which is so crazy because I've never seen a bitch so... You'll avoid confrontation, but you're always also ready for that.
Confrontation, yeah.
Like, I've also seen you be confrontational, Tay.
I think,
but it's with a stranger. It's not with loved ones.
Right, exactly. And I think also I'm more confrontation. I feel like with my friends, I'm more okay to like say whatever I have to say. You know, it's different with relationships for me. Like, or just maybe recently with like dating. Like, I'm not about to be like, however I feel or what I gotta say, I don't really give a fuck enough.
No.
You know, so I'm very avoidant in those situations when it comes to like relationships. But with y'all, I don't know. I feel like if I feel a type of way, I'm kind of...
I think I'm the opposite. When it comes to loved ones and people close to me, I think I run away from conflict more because I do give more of a fuck. And it's like... I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to say the wrong thing. So a lot of time I self-soothe and I tell myself, oh, it wasn't intentional or this or that. And then I'd be okay. But like, as far as me having a problem and going right to the person, be like, when you did that, it made me feel this way. I automatically internalize and be thinking I make myself, like, I feel like I feel away because maybe I'm just overreacting or some shit. So I be gaslighting myself. So that's how I avoid stuff. But it's the opposite. Like niggas, man, you gonna know. I'm confronting. I'm confronting you. Okay. So let's do deflection. Okay. So deflectors tend to shift attention away from themselves when faced with criticism, uncomfortable questions, or accountability. They might change the subject, make jokes, or bring up others' faults instead of addressing the issue at hand. So men, huge deflectors.
Yes.
They're like, oh, you mad at me texting a bitch, but when we took a break last time, wasn't you the one? Like, nigga, we talking about you right now. Like, let me go through your phone. Like, whoa, bitch. No, stop. Be yourself. Like, why are you copying me right now? Be yourself. Don't deflect. Like, give me your phone. So, okay. I think I do deflecting too. Like, I make jokes and shit. I be trying to like lighten, like.
Yeah, you do I say, like you said, I don't really, I feel like I'm more of a laugher. I wouldn't say make jokes, but I laugh. So I guess that's deflecting too.
Yeah.
I guess it's like deflecting and avoiding.
So which one of those do you think would have the hardest time, like, in conflict, handling conflict?
Deflecting, avoiding, what was the other one?
Projecting.
I think projecting. I think projecting can cause more, like, it can, like, heighten the situation.
Yeah, no, it's true.
More.
I do have a big problem with projecting, even when it comes to like men that I'm dating or whatever. Like I'm a big projector.
Because I think with projecting, it's literally just not taking accountability. You know.
But I feel like so is deflection.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I feel like projecting, you're moving a lot of it off of assumption. Like instead of just being direct with somebody and being like, Are you mad at me? Like you're in your head, you're like, oh, this person's totally mad at me because I'd be putting dots together in my head when I could just ask somebody. Deflecting, I feel like that one would be the hardest because like I hate getting into conversations with deflectors. Like that's so maddening.
Frustrating,
when you're trying to have a real conversation with somebody and they're just completely deflecting it. And it's like nigga, do you hear me?
It's like talking to a wall.
Girl, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, next topic. Are you happy?
Right now?
Just in general, are you happy? Like
am I happy? I'm not sad.
Okay.
I don't know. Am I happy? I'm content.
Okay.
I don't know if I would say happy. And I wonder if I'm always going to feel like I could be feeling better, which is why I don't want to say happy. But I'm content. There's definitely a lot that I would want to change still, though. So what about you?
I would say I'm happy. I feel like there's still a scale, you know, of happiness from 1 to 10. I would say I'm probably like a 7.
I say I'm
7, 8.
I'm at a 5.
Yeah, I would say I'm like at a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Could possibly be 9. But
damn,
it's crazy. What?
You're happy as fuck. A 9?
So that's my next thing. And one my other question was,
oh, you getting dick.
See,
that's my problem. I'll go 3 notches.
Is being content?
No. Well, I don't know. I think some people learn to be happy with being content. But content to me means like, I mean, like I said, like, I mean, I'm not terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's me recognizing that things could be worse. You know, things could be worse and things have been worse.
And that kind of
makes I'm very thankful for where I am right now. But I definitely, like, I don't want to stop here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, like, I don't know.
But I don't... So I was listening to, clearly for me to just be asking these questions. I was listening to a podcast the other day and, you know, they were talking about this, and I get what you're saying about, you know, kind of like the more you get, you feel like you will be happier. And they kind of said it as if like happiness, you can't really get happiness from tangible things. And I kind of understand that. And one of the guests on the show, they were kind of saying, if I had more money, I would be happier, you know? And I'm like, I feel that. But I think no matter how much money you have, you kind of have to be in a happy space first, you know?
When it comes to money, like, definitely. But also, I do think I'm still at a point where sometimes I stress about bills. Or sometimes I am still living paycheck to paycheck. So I do think that I would be definitely happier if I at least was comfortable, you know? Now, once you get to a point where everything's taken care of, you don't got to worry in the world, but you just keep wanting more and more. I totally get that. But I do think that with me, like, you know, I don't know. And I've always, even growing up, money has been a thing. So I think that I've always been like financially insecure in a way to where even if I'm okay, there's a roof over my head. I know I'm going to be okay, you know, but I think that that's always been that. And then like body image stuff, like, but also it's like, you know, body dysmorphia, like, are you ever going to feel like you're, because I look back at pictures from like college and I'm like,
we thought we were so thick and big and fat.
Bitch.
And we were like this.
And I'm
like, I like this.
Little bitch. And I just knew I was big back then, you know? So it's like, I don't know. So I know a lot of it's mental, but I will say that if bills weren't an issue, I would definitely be significantly happier than I am right now.
No,
you know?
I get that. That does make sense. I do think happiness is like within, you know, like I do feel like the reason why I'm happy, or just on a scale of happiness, I'm like, you know, halfway, more than halfway, is because I do feel like I'm very like happy within, you know, like I feel like my soul is like fed, you know, like I feel like internally, like I'm happy. And to me, when it comes to that, there isn't really anything like to touch, you know. It's more of so like doing things that kind of make you happy.
I was just about to say traveling. I would love to just travel more, you know, and have more disposable. And it sucks because I mean, I keep saying income, money, but you know, having the money to move freely like that, or having a job where that's part, you know, like I think that would make me happier. Not even necessarily being able to afford a bunch more clothes or whatever, but like seeing other parts of the world, I would love to get more well-rounded in that way. And that's definitely a piece that I'm missing that I would love to like enhance about myself, just like culturally, like, you know, so, and it's totally true. When you get older, experiences are so much more important, because I don't know at what point travel became the main thing for me. Like, it's such a big thing. Like,
no, it's definitely refreshing and well needed. Are there things like today that you kind of do? It's like I guess the other day I was literally just sitting doing like what I do, and I'm like, this really makes me happy. Like, I literally sitting watching my little YouTube channel. Like, I was just in my space. I had my candle lit, like rolled me up a joint, and I'm like, in this space where I am right now, I am very much happy. You know,
I would say I have like escapes. Like I'm very much like an escapism person. That's why whatever I watch, whatever I read, I want fiction. I don't want to be reminded that this happened in real life, that I'm sitting down and watching something so I can escape. Like, I want to go all the way into the storyline. So like, even recently I went to the movies by myself the other day. Before that, I went to Barnes and Noble, like, and that's something that I do that makes me happy, you know, get a new fantasy book, read, like you said, a candle, just really setting it up like that. Putting stuff on the calendar to look forward to. Like, if I don't have anything to look forward to, this sounds so first world problemly, but like, I don't know. I feel blah. Like, I like having something to look forward to, even if it's small.
Me too.
Like, so just putting something on we're meeting up for drinks on this day to try out a new place, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that comes with like your friends make you happy. You know, like being with my family makes me happy. Like, those are the small things, the small wins, the small happiness that like creates, I feel like, happiness. You know, like, as long as you have health, you know, like, thank God I can wake up every day and I can physically get out of the bed. And like, those small things, like you said, it may seem like first world problems, but that's our world.
Yeah,
you
masturbating.
know?
Like, I came across a video that was one of the first ever videos that I saw somebody doing DP with. And
you liked it?
I couldn't believe, I said, is this the same video? Bitch, I had to bookmark it, and that shit was amazing. But yeah, like, little stuff like that. Even when I'm driving home from work and I'm in traffic and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to take a shower and put on a robe. And let me make sure I charge my vibrator while I get in the shower. Like, just looking forward to
those little wins. Yes.
I got a blunt waiting for me in the car. Like, just, you really got to line shit up.
Yeah.
So you got to get in charge of your own happiness sometimes.
And that's
like,
my point. I feel like you create your own happiness. Like, and I feel like entering any new space, entering any new situation, like, nobody's going to give you that happiness. You know, like, it doesn't matter who you hang around. I mean, it's just, you know, as far as like being in a relationship, or even like you thinking like finding new friends is going to create happiness. I feel like you kind of have to bring the happiness. The happiness can't really just like come as a person, you know? Yeah. And I feel like I want people to like understand that, like, especially at our age, just like find what makes you happy, whether it starts like with little small things that, you know, like I said, I was sitting in my room just like thinking, and I'm like, damn, this shit that I'm doing right now really makes me happy. Like, it's bringing joy to me right now. So I really urge everybody to
get happy.
Yeah, get happy for real. Like, especially in this world that we in now, it's just like a lot of like dark stuff and energy, just like, you know, all this stuff on the news, all this Trump shit, just like, you know. So I just feel like, let's not let that take over us and our minds and our peace and our spirit. Find your happiness and like do that. And I just feel like, you know, that's kind of where I am right now.
Hear, hear.
Yes. Hear, hear.
Okay. All right, girl. Well,
all right. Next.
We really can start closing it out.
Yeah, we are.
So,
it's time to close it out.
Have you seen anything good recently?
Yes, I have a new show. Shout out to Stacia, because she know me. I mean, everybody know the show, 911. And it's so good.
Okay.
It's like SWAT again.
Like, I'm like, you like, everyone knows the show. I'm like, no.
Yeah, 911. It's with Angela Bassett, so I just kind of assume everybody knows, you know. But it's basically, you know, like 911 calls, like they have the operator as a main character too. So, you know, they have the scene where they're calling the operator, getting a call, going to the police officer, and it's also about the firefighters. So basically like the first responders to the scene. And it'd be some crazy shit. The last episode I watched, it was a fucking tsunami at the damn Riverwalk Park thing. And like that shit was crazy. It was like a 2-3 part series, like episode. So it's just, y'all know I like stuff that keeps my attention. Like I need some action, some real like.
You love some criminal justice.
Yeah, some criminal
shit, like...
crime, violence, guns, everything.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
What about you?
Like I said, I went to the movies by myself to see Immaculate in theaters with Sydney Sweeney. I had to hurry up and go because I'm like, when I was looking at the times, for Saturday, they only had 2 showings. And then on Sunday, they only had 1. So I was like, oh, they finna take this out of theaters. So I went to the 1 showing on Sunday. And it was good. It was nice and scary. You know, so that was good. I tried to watch Parasite, the series that came out recently. But, you know, it didn't stick. It didn't stick. But I am listening to a couple podcasts, like my fiction podcast. And I'm listening to this one called... I'll listen to this one called The Decca Tapes. I binged it. That shit was so good. I'm also waiting for a new episode of Uncanny Valley to come out. And those are just some fiction, kind of like, kind of fantasy, kind of like dystopian type stuff. So I haven't really, you know, I've been in my listening to a podcast in the car phase lately because I'm so overwhelmed with all the music. There's a lot of music out right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
Speaking of music.
Yeah.
What you got?
Oh, girl, I'm so overwhelmed.
I had mine.
Yeah, you go first.
So Bryson Tiller came out with an album. Y'all know that was my first. Like before Brent, I was a Bryson girl. I love a rap song, like rap singer type thing. Like that's my vibe. You kind of get the best of both worlds. You know what? And I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I didn't even listen to the whole album. So I'm gonna just throw a song out there as my space song of the week. We gonna do Calypso.
Oh, I like Calypso.
Yeah, we're gonna do Calypso.
I like Calypso. What I will say about Bryson too, his 2 singles were also hits. Outside
they still
and Whatever
hits.
She Want. I was listening to that in the car. Pow, pow.
Yes.
Like that shit.
Even Wild Thoughts, like his features and just singles the last couple of years.
I'm even talking about those are both on this album. That's what I was saying. His 2 singles, he dropped Outside. And then Whatever She Wants is on there.
Oh, yeah.
Those 2 singles to preview this album, those were hits. So he picked some good ones. But I do like the Victoria Monet song, The Persuasion.
Outside, been out for a minute. That's why I didn't realize it was on there. For a minute,
yeah.
Okay.
But you see Whatever She Wants, that's on everybody's reels and IGs and shit, their little post dumps.
That one kind of just came out, so I can kind of see that one. Yeah. But Outside, definitely.
But girl, like I said, I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot of music out right now. Concrete Boys, you know, I love some Yachty. They just dropped their mixtape. I do like Caribou as well. She gets a lot of hate, but I like her flow. And all of their songs, is it like samples or like the, you know, when there's like old school music, that kind of, I guess it's a sample.
It's a sample.
But they don't necessarily take the words. They're just taking the melody or whatever. So the songs come in like that and then the beat drops. Oh my God. Almost every song is like that. So you could just put that shit on shuffle and just like listen to it. And that shit's good. I love me some Rico Nasty. She dropped a little EP. I have also become a Boss Man D-Lo fan.
Yeah, I like him.
And it's not because of Hibachi. I don't even have that song. I like 3 of his songs, and the Hibachi one isn't one of them. But the one that I really like right now that I guess I'm going to make my song is going to be The Biggest.
I like that one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I tried not to, and I think it's because I saw when his dick picture got leaked, and it was so little. I was like, why don't I like this nigga? I said, oh, because he has a pee-pee. So, but then I said, that's not fair. That's not fair. So I finally downloaded some of his music. So I like that song. But also, if we could go back to Cowboy Carter, I didn't pick a song when we talked about it. And Tyrant. Oh, yeah. Tyrant.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good one.
Oh my God, that beat drop. That DA got that. I was like, ooh, girl.
That's my album. She showed out with that album.
Yeah, I keep getting new favorite songs. Flamenco, like I love that. Bodyguard. I just got into Daughter. Like oh my God, yeah. So The Biggest and I guess Tyrant.
Okay.
Since I just rambled through that whole thing.
Oh, well, thank you.
Try that again. Okay. You sounded like me. You know I can't roll my
I didn't think y'all heard that. But yeah, so this is the end of the episode. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Another day, another episode, another week.
Episode 24. Thanks for vibing with us. Thanks for rocking with us. Shout out to our producer.
Yes.
Hey Josh. And go ahead and subscribe to our pages, our YouTube, our Spotify, our Apple Podcasts. I think we're even on like Amazon Podcasts. Like we on some shit, y'all. So just subscribe to our shit, like it, comment. I think somebody shouted out my titties in the comments on YouTube.
Yes, titties.
He said it was like a bot though. He said the size of them things. I said
them watermelons.
And you had a shirt like up to here. I said, oh, you talking about these babies.
We talk about hers.
But yeah, y'all, thanks for rocking with us. We fuck with y'all.
Today too.
Yeah. I be trying to show a little something. But all right, y'all, we fuck with y'all. So yeah. Bye.